And I'm sitting here today with Alexander Rybak, the winner from 2009 with the song Fairy Tale. Now, if you have been a follower of Euro Stoop Talk and Eurovision Song Contests for many, many years, you might actually have heard and seen the movie that came out a few months ago now on Netflix. And the movie was about Eurovision and all the drama and all the glimmer, glam, glitter and rhinestones and craziness. And in that movie, I did see you, Alexander.
Yeah, for a short while. I'm still eating pizza, just like last time.
Yeah, he is eating his pizza. We're having a lunch.
Yeah.
So that's.
I'm quite surprised that for 40 seconds of screen time on Netflix.
Yeah.
That I now have like 12,000 new followers after just 3 weeks.
That's amazing.
3 weeks after the premiere, I got 12,000 new followers. And I know that in American terms it's not that much, but it's usually I get like every week maybe 500 if I'm lucky. So
you can just send them my way. If you want to on Instagram, jarl.ofc.
Yeah.
But if they want to follow you actually on Instagram, what is your Instagram?
It's Rybak official.
Okay, RYBAK official.
Yeah.
That's his
Thanks
handle
for the
on Instagram.
Promo.
Of course. And you also have a big fan group and fan base out there, and I know that they will be listening, of course. Now, since we're talking about movie, I mean, who else was in that movie? I mean, celebrities and Eurovision stars. I saw quite a few famous faces or known faces. Do you remember any of those?
Well, you mean the Eurovision?
Yeah, from the Eurovision one, the Eurovision movie.
Yeah, it was Loreen.
Yeah, she was in it.
Absolutely. My brother Ludwig, I really like him. Yeah, and
the Portuguese guy.
John Lundvik.
Yeah, that one from Sweden you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, the Swedish guy, and also the Portuguese winner.
Yeah, but he wasn't there. He was not invited to the party.
Oh, but he was playing on the square, right?
Yeah, because he was getting his own party.
Ah, okay.
So he got the best deal of all of us.
And Conchita was in it, wasn't?
Conchita, yeah.
She was in it too.
You remember all of them.
There was a few of them there. It was pretty cool.
Netta, of course.
Yeah, she was in it too. That's right.
I think they asked Lawrence as well because I mean he's the most recent winner
from
but
Netherlands.
I guess he had like a concert or something. Yeah.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. Now we are actually sitting here eating pizza in Norway right now, but there is no pizza as good as the pizza you find in Chicago.
Yeah.
Right? Chicago pizza is one of the best. That's
even the menu on this restaurant here in Norway, I think half of it is called Chicago pizza.
Now, why am I even mentioning this? Now, I know you're in the TV and the movie business a little bit here and there, but a big announcement is that you are actually moving to Chicago. What is that all about?
Actually, that is a big announcement from me anyway. First, I've been hiding some secrets, the last 2-3 years I've struggled with my health because of sleeping pills, and some months ago I talked to my followers about that, so that was like a big burden of my shoulders.
Well, when we come back I want to talk about that, but first I'm going to listen to Double Trouble from the Eurovision movie.
Yeah.
So now I know that everyone is guessing and waiting to hear about Chicago and your travels.
Well, yeah. I just I briefly mentioned my last big reveal about the sleeping pill addiction, blah blah blah. But my second big reveal, I waited for it I was so excited to share this with everybody that the last 2 years I've been planning to study in America.
I remember we were talking about it.
Right? 2 years ago, summer 2018, I guess.
Was that when you were in New York?
Maybe.
I think so.
So that summer, I just realized that, okay, it's about time that while I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with my body and my health, stomach, whatever, anyway, I want to stress less. you know, and work more and play more, and not only in front of the audience, because that's lots of stress for me.
So what
but
are you
I
gonna
wanted to do behind the screen. So I always dreamed of doing music for movies.
Wow.
And
cool.
then I thought, so 2 years ago, I decided that now I'm going to take the step, make that dream a reality. And I started the application system process, and it was a big project,
yeah.
long project. But now I'm finally ready to move to Chicago.
That and we'll talk more about that in a few, but let's listen to one more song from the Eurovision. And Alexander is telling us that he's moving to his new hometown, which is Chicago. And what is the school going to be all about?
It's all about composing for the screen, not only for movies, but also video games and TV shows, of course, even VR.
Really?
So.
But you've been composing stuff that people don't even know about. I mean, I've seen your plays, and I've seen stacks of work.
That's it. Thank you, Jarl. It's I just like diversity.
But they don't know that about you.
But that's where I'm from. You know, I'm from classical music, where everybody has to know. They has to know Bach, Tchaikovsky, but also modern pieces, John Williams. We don't like to stick to one genre, and so the thing that when you become a famous artist, then people say, well, stick to your image. But then what is my image? You know, first I won the Kjempechansen, it's like Norway's Got Talent in 2006 with jazz. So people said, okay, Alex, stick to jazz, that's your thing. I said, no, wait.
And then you made folk music.
I made folk
pop,
music, and won the Eurovision with that. And then people said, okay, stick to that, please, just.
But didn't you?
And then I did a book for children. And then all the people said that, okay, now you have to do a sequel. And I don't want to do a sequel. I don't want to do a musical.
But didn't you make a song for the cartoon? How to Train Your Dragon. Train Your Dragon.
But I wouldn't call that soundtrack, because it's just it's a soundtrack. It's not composition for the screen. But while that was just a song, it was one of my favorite projects, really.
Let's listen to it. It's a beautiful song. What is it called?
Into a Fantasy.
Into a Fantasy. And that was from the cartoon. If you haven't seen that one, it is absolutely lovely, and your song is one of my favorites.
And you should, of course, see it in Norwegian, all of you, even if you don't understand Norwegian, because the lead role is amazing there in Norwegian.
It's me. He is pointing to himself. He is the voice of the lead. So there is no doubt you're going to get to see that movie. You're going to turn off the English version of it, or whatever language you have, and listen to the Norwegian one.
The beautiful nasal voice of Alexander Rybak.
There you go. Now, if you had to play another song of yours, which song would you like to let us listen to?
You know, in a time where I really focused on the application for composition for the screen and everything, I still wanted to do something to give one song to my fans in the middle of the fighting, the sleeping pills, blah blah blah. So I just made a very heartfelt ballad, which is called "I'm Still Here." I hope you will feel it.
And before we finish today's interview with Alexander, we will of course play his fairy tale song. And he will be moving very shortly to the US and to Chicago. And how long is this school going to be for?
It's 2 years. I did my applications for 5 schools. I got invited to 4 of them, so I'm pretty happy with that. So it was between Chicago, Los Angeles, or not Norway, New York. And I love Los Angeles. I love the weather, right, in LA.
Of course, yeah.
But you can't get a famous composer just by living in a nice weather.
And you'll be hanging out on the beach more than you will be hanging around
exactly.
school.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's cold enough in Chicago.
Now I can just freeze to death on my way to class, and then
and your fingers are going to be frozen if you're going to bring your violin. You're going to be like, like shaking on every song.
But actually, it's called Columbia College in Chicago, and it now last year it was ranked the third best school in the world for composing, after London and I think it's Juilliard, I guess. Yeah. So it was a no-brainer for me. And the best thing, speaking of Los Angeles, that the last semester in this very highly competitive program, last semester is in Los Angeles. So
wow,
I'm getting
both
a
worlds.
bit, yeah, just like I like it. Yeah,
it's definitely a fairy tale. And let's finish our interview and our talk here today with the song from 2009, where he won the most points and most 12 points of all of them. So thank you again, and follow Alexander on Rybak Official on Instagram.
Yeah,
and
thank you very much for inviting me for a talk and eat.
Yes, pizza. We had Norwegian pizza, getting ready for the Chicago pizza. And again, all fans, follow him on Instagram, on Twitter, on everything you can, on Facebook.
And YouTube. That's
YouTube,
where things happens. Yeah, Alexander Rybak video.
There you go, Alexander Rybak video on YouTube, and of course Crew Radio fans on Instagram for us, as well as Crew Radio 1 on Twitter, and myself, Jarl.ofc. And I'll be back next week. Merci, au revoir, goodbye, and
12 points.
12 points from Norway. And thanks again to Alexander. What a great guy, and best of luck in Chicago and all his projects with movies and songs and all of the stuff that he does. You just never stop to impress me, Alexander. So best of luck. Follow him, of course, on Instagram and on Facebook, Alexander Rybak Official. And of course, me, Jarl.ofc. And we will have more interviews with Alexander and other celebrities this fall, so stay tuned. And as he gets to Chicago, we will of course check up on him and meet him there and get more of what's happening in his life. So stay tuned.